Okay, coming up with new subject, actually a little bit related to the previous video. As you see the title, why people conform and look up to authority, who are actually not really authority. Let's face it, all our authority are not really authority. Let's look at the politician. The only one things the politician care for is their political career. So they're only interested to get elected, and they only care to go climb as further as they can. And most of them are narcissists, and most of them are basically a psychopath. That's my opinion. Let's look at England. I cannot really comment on other country. What's the decoy in an election? They always talk about fixing NHS, which is in a bad state. I used to work there. Or fix North. This is their main focus. How many times they use that decoy and what they actually do about it? Basically nothing. Nothing, but they use that manipulation to trick people and tell people we're gonna fix that, which is a nonsense. They never do and probably never will, because what kind of decoy they can use it in the future. So people believe that. And some people in England think this only England have a free national health service. Many countries have national free service, and it's not good. But many countries does. So okay, that's the first things. Another example of the authority, for example, is the royal family. I'm just actually questioning why people go protesting about the George Floyd death, Black Lives Matter, but nobody protesting when Prince Andrew was caught red-handed with this pedophile Epstein. Why nobody questioning that? If anybody see his interview on BBC, it's basically pure, just lies. It's like, oh, really? Is the pink elephant in the room? I haven't noticed. No. The picture were there. He was with this lady. She was interviewed, and then it was just all like muffled. The royal family said nothing about it. No comments, no statement. And on that interview, he acted like a very arrogant person who's just, I can go away with a murder. And I think so, royal family, yes, can go away with a murder because we're looking up to that. Okay, anyway, coming off the topic, why people are killers and why people look up. Okay. First of all, we've been brainwashed for centuries and centuries. People been around, good leaders, but mostly dictatorships. And we've basically been pushed or even corrupted or even tortured to look up to the leaders of dictatorships. So that's one thing. We basically been manipulated into that, of course, so to say. Second reason, psychologically, emotionally very immature. What's really take a matured person? Matured person make a choice and take a consequences on that choice. People looking up to authority / big brother, big daddy, tell me what I'm supposed to do because they don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to take responsibility because if they take responsibility and they screwed up, obviously they have to take consequences of that. If they look up to the big brother or big daddy or whatever politician and they screwed up, so they can blame them. They can blame, oh, this is not my fault. They the one who actually screwed up. So lack of responsibility. It's kind of this blaming mentality, and also a victim mentality. If I don't make a decision and somebody else make a decision for me, and they make a bad decision, so I'm a victim. So again, if I'm a victim, I cannot really take a responsibility for myself and my life. So that's another reason. Another reason, spiritually, collectively, through the centuries of centuries, humanity are very wounded. We went through Lord Henry's story. I'm not talking about the World War One, World War Two, other things, invasion, torture. So deep down, spiritually, we're very, very wounded. So that's make us very, very weak. I think humanity looking for this good authority to look up to. I want to talk a little bit about the workplace, because, like I said in my previous video, many of this manager basically a power grip sociopath, and I'm sticking up to it. This is not only NHS, it's not only corporate world. I think it's many places. In my career, I actually make a few good manager which are firm, friendly, and fair. Many of them, they don't know how to manage people, like I said in my previous video. They basically only think about their career and the power. And they create another people, another manager like that. And we in a circus, running circles. They've been abused by the manager, so become in the power. They abuse others, and we in a circus going around. And this is how actually we're living on this planet. So I'm just really thinking what's really what's the answer for this? Basically, stop looking inside yourself for answer. Stop looking into authority who actually not authority, and stop taking decision for yourself, not giving power and decision for authority who are not authority, like I said. I think so I finish on that.